Hi, and welcome to my video presentation of Toad for Oracle. So what is Toad? Toad is an application from Dell Software that database developers, database administrators, and data analysts can use to manage both relational and non-relational databases using SQL. Toad stands for Tool for Oracle Application Developers and was originally created by Jim McDaniel, an Oracle DBA. He created it for his own use back in the 90s. Toad was then acquired by Quest Software in 1998, which later became part of Dell in September of 2012, and is still currently owned and distributed by Dell. Toad will run on 32-bit and 64-bit Windows platforms, and there's also a Mac version. And Toad also supports pretty much all currently known databases that are out there right now. Your typical users are going to be your database administrator, who's going to use it for daily administration tasks to help diagnose and resolve performance issues and to manage changes. Database developers are going to use it to collaborate on applications, which will help in decreasing development time. Data analysts would be able to add new data sources, access data platforms, and integrate data. They can connect to over 50 data sources and integrate, clean, and prepare data for analysis. They can quickly share queries and data sets in a collaborative environment with solutions that snap into and complement existing IT and BI investments. Performs, you can use it to pinpoint and resolve system database and application issues. You can easily scan for troublesome SQL statements and automatically correct and test code alternatives to try to improve performance. Change management, which would help reduce the risk of database changes, help predict and understand the impact of changes before deployment to avoid downtime, and perhaps to stress test an environment to ensure migrations and upgrades are successful. Collaboration, you can be used to reduce project delivery times, share scripts and knowledge and best practices with other DBAs and development teams to improve workflow and quality. There's two versions. Dell has the commercial version at their website, which I'll go to now. All right, so here's the Dell software.dell.com /Toad, and there it is. Plenty of information, events, demos, research, docs. There's videos. And the other site for the freeware would be Toad World, and there's plenty of training and downloads and documentation available. There's plenty of downloads. There's Toad for Oracle, Toad for SQL Server, IBM DB2, MySQL. So plenty of things to do at their website. Once you launch Toad, you're going to be presented with this opening screen, and you need to open a session and then create a connection. So we'll go ahead and do a new connect, And there's mainly three ways to connect: TNS, direct, or LDAP. For TNS, you're going to need to provide a database name. And for direct, I'm going to use direct, but either one works. Let's see my password. And we're just going to put in the local IP address. And standard port 1521. I'm going to connect as normal. Here you can change the color of the connection. It's important if you're in a corporation that's going to have numerous, whether it's numerous production environments or production and test environments, you would use the coloring schemes to try to help keep those organized. You, for instance, might use one color for all production databases and a different color for test environments. I'm going to head and connect. Now you can save a password. It's actually going to save your connection information here, and you could actually just double click on that, but I'm going to create it just so you can see it. I'm going to go ahead and say save my password and connect, and it's going to take a few moments to connect. It should just be another moment. Okay, so we've connected. Here's our connection here, and this is telling us that we're in the editor. And this is where you're going to do your SQL queries and such. So just to make sure that I'm really connected, I'm just going to run a small query. And you can either hit F9 to execute that or hit the execute button here. And our query ran, and there's our employees. And that query took approximately 73 milliseconds to run, and we have about 107 rows. And this is known as the editor window. And the other window that we're going to take a look at is called the schema browser. And just need to go up here and open up the schema browser. And some of these features that you click on, you are reminded that you're running the freeware version of the software. That's okay. Now these are the options for the schema browser. This is the schema browser here, and we're currently in a tree view. But you could do like a multi-line tab here. I prefer the tree view myself. Let's see, there's also single row. And let me go back to the tree view. So here is our login schema with our tables. And these are our tables in the database. And we can see that, for instance, if I click on one of the tables, our departments table, and we're on the columns tab here, we can see all of our departments, department name, manager, and location columns. Here's our primary key. Our indexes, we have nulls not allowed, and yes, they are allowed over here. We have our data type, number varchar 30 bytes, number 64. There's our index tab. There's our indexes. We have constraints and triggers. And I think this is a nice feature that you can just click on the data tab and see the data in your table without running any kind of query at all. It provides the script that you would need to create this table. It should just come up in a moment. There we go. And there's our create table. So our employee table, when we ran our check and ran that small query, we got a return of 107. So here's our employees table. We're looking at the data, and once again we have 107. So those are the main two windows that you'd use in Toad. Now, unfortunately, not being a DBA and working in the field, there's plenty of features that the program has that I'm really not up on as far as how to use them with respect on when you'd use them and how to use them. I think someone maybe who works in the field daily would have more insight on how to present this program to show off its full capabilities. But from my little experience, I have to say I'm very impressed with it. I would rate it somewhere very high, maybe 7.5, 8-ish. Maybe a 9. I like to leave some room for improvement, but I think certainly for a free download, I think it works very well and gives you access to the Oracle database. So I hope I've presented this somewhat well, and that you would be interested in taking a look at this on your own and perhaps trying it out with either Oracle or SQL Server or MySQL, and give it a try. This program was mentioned to me by a DBA at my company who has used it, I guess, for many years, and had suggested it to me. And like I said, I think it's very very worthwhile. He's of course used to using the commercial version, but from what I can tell, the freeware version seems to be very well. I appreciate you looking at my video. Thank you so much.